What's going on, everybody? DJGoHam here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the 30K Q&A, where I've got 50 questions from you guys that I'm gonna answer right now. First question today comes from Bill. It says, if you were a tractor, what kind of tractor would you be? I think for me personally, I'd be a case. I'm not really sure which one I would be. I would definitely be a case tractor if I was indeed a tractor and not a man. Next question comes from Shane. Says, when will Seasons be out for consoles? So Seasons is being worked on right now and will be in testing as soon as they're done. Past that point, no other information is known, unfortunately. Dexter asks, do you have a wife or girlfriend? Nope, DJGoHam is single, ladies. Nathan asks, what made you start doing YouTube videos? And if you wasn't doing them, what other profession would you be doing besides DJ? Congratulations on 30K too. Thank you very much, Nathan. So, what got me started doing YouTube videos was simply watching other YouTubers that I enjoyed. I started watching Silly P, Daggerwin, Squad, FSC, guys like that. I really enjoyed what they were doing. I was like, you know what? I think that I can do that too and have a good time doing it. And I was right. Man, doing YouTube's a whole lot of fun. I love doing videos like that. Like this, these are some of the most fun videos. Let's play stuff like that. I have a great time because I get to play the game and show you and share my experiences with you guys. But doing stuff like this, a whole lot of fun too. And also, if I wasn't doing them, what other profession would I be doing besides doing DJ? So I went to school for music education. I would be a band director, either middle school or high school band director. That's what I'd be doing. I'm a drummer. So, oh yeah. Mark asks, what's your real name and how did you come up with DJGoHam? So my name is Mike and my DJ name is DJGoHam. And so I got the nickname from somebody at one of the clubs I was working at, said that I was going ham, said it was DJGoHam. So I was like, yep, that's it. That was my Xbox username for years on 360 and Xbox One before I started doing YouTube videos. So yeah, I was just like, well, DJGoHam Gaming. There it is. Chewy asks us, what maps available on console are suited to small and old machinery? So I've got 3 for you that I think you're gonna love. Meadow Grove, Old Stream Farm, and Old Farm Countryside. All 3 of those maps are spot on, just almost perfect maps, and they're all by wonderful modders as well. Go check those out. Hemi asks us, one thing I'd like to see in Farming Simulator 21, instead of placeable income such as solar panels, I'd like to see income generated from buildings that comes with the land you buy, so sawmills, BGA, grain elevators, etc. What do I think about that? Here's what I think about that. I think that's a great idea. You own the land, you own the things on the land, you generate money from other people selling things, like you said, such as a sawmill, BGA, grain elevators, when other people sell stuff there. And also, maybe you get more money for selling there. I was about to say less money, but no, you hopefully get more money from selling there. I don't know. I think that's a really neat idea, and I think that that could be capitalized on very easily. RC Guy asks, what hobbies do you have? RC models, building models, etc. Building models to an extent, Legos. I love Legos. Legos are awesome. I actually have a full set of Legos that I'm going to be setting up somewhere in the background. Somewhere, I'm not really sure where I'm going to set them up yet, but we're going to set them all up. I love building cars and that kind of thing. Not so much with buildings and that kind of thing, but cars in general. The new Speed Champion series, I love those. I've got almost the entire series. I love those. Legos are awesome. Lucky asks, how old are you? I am 30 years old, believe it or not. My birthday is December the 30th. I'll be 31 this year. Not looking forward to it. Jason asks us, in your opinion, do you think that Farming Simulator has made an impact on the way some people look at farming in real life? Yes. 2 ways, 2 big ways. I think that Farming Simulator has really helped push some of these other YouTubers that are on that do farming in real life. The 2 primary ones that I can think of course, are Welker Farms and MM Millennial Farmer. Some people are asking about MM Millennial Farmer's map. I have no information on that, unfortunately. That was a question I don't think that made it on the list, but yeah, I know nothing about it. I don't know anybody that does, to be honest with you. But as far as impact on the way people look at farming, it's hard. It is a hard job. It is long hours into the night, early mornings, for days and days and weeks on end, just like that. And when it rains, you can't do anything. There's nothing to do. And so I think Farming Simulator, if anything, has shown, hey, farming's hard. This is not easy. And I think that's why Farming Simulator 19 is much harder game than 17 was. And I think that if FS21 will be even harder because it's showing like, hey, this is hard. Farming in itself is a very difficult, taxing job. And I respect everyone who does it. Dennis asks us, will FS19 Platinum be coming to disc? Yes. Danny Boy asks us, are you close to or worked for a farm in your life? If so, is that what started your want to play Farming Simulator? Yes and no. I was working on my grandparents' farm when I was growing up. We did everything by hand. We did have a tractor, an old International, but we really didn't do a whole lot with it. Cultivating, plowing, that kind of thing. Everything else was done by hand or with very small hand-pushed machines, most of which were not powered. They were just powered by motion in general themselves. So yeah, I grew up corn, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, stuff like that, just a family farm. But that is not what started my want to play Farming Simulator. To be honest with you, I love tractors in general. I just love tractors. My first word when I was little was Tata, was Papaw and Tata, because my Papaw was the one that drove the tractor around. And so I've always really liked tractors. Not so much the technical aspects and like, oh yeah, this is why this works this way and this is why that does that way. I just like tractors, man. Big tractors, small tractors. If it's got an engine and it moves, I'm like, that's a cool tractor. So I saw the tractors on the front of the game, and I saw it from way, way back when. Starting in like, what, 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. I started seeing the games at Walmart. I was like, I want to play that. I didn't have the money to buy it. And then further on, I got Farming Simulator 15 on Game Pass on Xbox. And I was like, I love this game, but I'm really bad at it. And I saw they had a 17, so I bought the 17 Platinum Edition, like the bad boy. And I bought that, and I loved it, absolutely loved it, and started making videos very soon after. J Coyle asks us, favorite tractor of all time? This is a difficult question right here. I think favorite tractor of all time is probably the one that I grew up driving, the old International, old 50s model International. Yuri asks us, from where did your passion for Farming Simulator come? I couldn't put the game down. I bought 15, like I said, and I bought 17. I could not stop playing, and I watched hours and hours and hours of videos trying to learn how to do things. I probably watched, oh gosh, within the first couple months, hundreds of hours of Mr. Silly P how-to videos on how to do animals and stuff like that. He really, without so much saying otherwise, he taught me how to play Farming Simulator. And I don't even think he knows that. So if you're watching, hey, you taught me how to play Farm Sim. But that was where my passion for it came from. It became an obsession, and I couldn't stop playing. And through that, my love for the game just increased every single day. Tayden asks us, how do you do such a good job? The support. Honestly, the support from you guys makes me want to do this every single day. It makes me want to do more. It makes me want to do a better job and step up my game every single day. I'm like, okay, yesterday I did this. I want to do just a little bit more today. Or maybe I'm like, you know what? It was here yesterday. I can be here. Let's go here. I want to do the best I can every day for you so that you guys can enjoy it. That's why I do it. Nick asks us, how long will you be YouTubing? As long as they'll let me. Until they kick me out, I'm going to keep rocking. Geeks Vana asks, do you get fluff in your belly button? All too often. If anybody knows how to get that out, let me know, because I'm having a hard time. Fun Kid asks us, how old were you when you started YouTube, and what Farming Sim 15, 17, 19 is your favorite? I like 19, honestly. 19 is my favorite because it's the newest one, and up to date, it's the most realistic one. I know, coming from me, realism, what is that? I don't know. Do you know? Does this microphone know? You know what realism is? I don't know, but I really enjoy it. I have a whole lot of fun playing, and 19 looks the best. The one thing I was looking forward to the most with Farming Simulator 19 was not John Deere, was not new crops and stuff like that. It was the visuals. I play at 1440p, and I love the way it looks. It is super crisp, super clean, smooth where it needs to be, hard where it needs to be. I like it. PDH asks us, what do you want to see in the next version of Farming Simulator? And what do you want to get rid of in the current version? So what do I want to see? We'll start with the second part of the question first, because I think that's the easiest one to answer. What do I want to get rid of in the current version? I really don't like weeds. I turn them off almost every single map. but it's easy to get rid of. You just turn them off. So that's what I like to get rid of, and I'm already doing it, which makes it easy. What do I want to see in the next farming simulator game? So this is going to be FS21, in case you guys are curious, or whatever they decide to call it. I'm sure it'll be 21. In that version of the game, it's a hard question, very hard question. What do I want to see in it? I think, of course, some more tractors would be nice. Crop rotation, say that. Crop rotation, what we have in Seasons right now, I think should be base game. I think this is something we should be able to turn on and off, and I'm sure that they'll implement something like it, but I think that would be one of the most logical next steps. We've added a bunch of equipment, we've added, really nice looks to the game. I think now it's time to get into the soil and say, okay, when you do this, this happens. When you do that, that happens. I think that's what we need to be focusing on next. KR Nerf asks us, if you had to farm one map all year, what would it be? Spectacle Island on Farming Simulator 17 on PlayStation 4. There is no other question. That is still my favorite map to date. Jay Mucky asks, when you're recording off screen, do you ever get so mad at the game that you just start cussing at the game all the time? It happens every day. I've already done it twice during recording this, believe it or not. So yes, very much so. As Jan or Jan Khalil says, what are your top 5 maps in Farming Simulator 19? So this is really not in any order. It may be in a specific order for me. Definitely my first is Peterville Farm by MJ Modding. Peterville is the best. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've played a bunch on it. I think we're getting close to like 40 or 50 episodes at this point. We've got some more coming soon. Old Farm Countryside, Mercury Farms, New Woodshire, and Doll Ranch round out the list. Reason being, Old Farm Countryside, I just love playing it. It's a map I could get on and I could play for hours without recording and just really enjoy it. Mercury Farms, what's Alien Jim? I mean, it's one of the best maps he's ever made. It's a phenomenal map. I absolutely love it. New Woodshire, I like that because it was a more easy map to get into. With Farming Simulator, I feel like if you're wanting to be like, hey, I want to play an American map, sweet, check out New Woodshire. It's awesome. You get small fields, big fields, you can do whatever you want. I really like that. And Doll Ranch, huge flat map. Huge flat map. You can do whatever you want on there. Do the biggest thing that you could possibly think of, and you can do it easily on Doll Ranch and it'll make you look small. Christopher asks, do you prefer the mountains of North Carolina or the beaches? Home is a special place, but where would you want to wake up and see the view from? Much love, DJ. Thank you, Christopher. Beaches. I want to live on the beach. Actually, I don't know if I really want to live on the beach. Home is wherever. I'm kind of fine wherever. As long as I have a studio, I'm happy. I live in the mountains. I've lived here for a long time. But the thing is, I've lived here because this is where I went to school. And this is also where I DJ. And so I'm deeply rooted in the community when it comes to my job. And so if I leave, my entire life is going to get flipped upside down. So that is why I'm still here. But maybe one day, be able to move to the beach. Who knows? DJ says, DJ, what's up, DJ? It's is Seasons 19 on Season Pass? No, it is not. Seasons 19 will be a special, different mod. So you download it just like any other mod. Be easy, nice and easy. So you just download it like a map or like a tractor, anything like that, and you just make sure it's selected whenever you go in to start your map. L5P says, if you had the opportunity, would you farm in real life? No, I did not enjoy it. In the game, it's fine. But in real life, I think I'm kind of past that point in my life, unfortunately. Mad Rids asks us, favorite year farming simulator? Farm Sim 19, all the way. I've seen a lot of people asking about Farm Sim 20. Farm Sim 20 will likely be a mobile game, if it comes out at all. I mean, they've done it for the past few years, so I'm sure they're going to do it again. But Farming Simulator 20 will be a mobile version. It will not be a console PC version. The next version of that will be Farming Simulator 21. Ryan asks a great question. He says, a few questions you've always wanted to know. What do I record on? What app? And how often do I record? So I record 3 videos a day, and I record on OBS, just standard OBS, Open Broadcast Service System, whatever it's called. That's what I use. OBS. Just type in OBS on Google. You'll be able to find it perfectly. But yeah, like I said, I record 3 times a day. I wake up, I record 2 videos, usually a mod video and Farm Sim News. I'll wait a couple hours, kind of do some stuff that I need to do around the house, reply to emails, business stuff, that kind of thing, prepping for DJing. And then a couple hours before I go in to DJ, I'll actually record the Let's Play for the next day. So that video is pre-recorded and is always uploaded about 12 hours before it releases. Mr. Alucopbond007 says, what are your favorite mods and maps so far that are on both PC and console? Favorite map, Peterville Farm. Favorite mod, multi-filling station. You can buy anything you want. I love both of those. Here's a great question by Joseph. Why aren't there a whole lot of mods for console, but a ton for PC? So PC and console basically get the same amount of mods. It may be 3/4 of the mods for console that PC gets from Giants. However, there's a bunch of mods that are for PC that Giants does not recognize. These mods are made by modders like you or me. If you're a modder, you can just download a program for your computer. You can make those mods for yourself. You can take mods that were in the game and make them better. You can change them. You change the way they look, change tire options. The program lets you do everything. It's not an easy program to learn, but it's really cool. I don't know how to use it personally, but anyone can make a mod for PC. So you just make it. That's why all the John Deere stuff that you're seeing on Lone Oak right now, that is all just random mods that people have made and uploaded to the internet. And I'm like, hey, I like that mod. And I go and download it. Brendan asks, is YouTube your main job? Currently, yes. But only in the sense YouTube is the primary source of income for my household. Of course, you guys know I have two jobs, a YouTuber and a DJ. And I love both of those equally. However, YouTube is surpassing DJing as far as monetariness goes every month. DJing still does well. I love doing it. I will continue to DJ for the foreseeable future, but I will be making a decision within the next 6 months or so of, do I want to continue DJing and doing YouTube, or do I want to just focus on YouTube? That'll be a decision I have to make. D-Turnbull, hey, what's up, man? He asks, what made you, or what made you want to do YouTube? So like I said before, there are a couple YouTubers that I enjoyed watching. And I said, hey, they do a really good job. I like what they're doing. I want to do it my way and see if anybody likes that. And it turned out, a lot of you guys really like what it is. Some of you guys don't. You make sure to let me know every single video. It's like the first 5 minutes was already a dislike. I'm like, whatever, they're just here to drop a dislike and take off. So if that's you, what's up? Glad you're still watching. So again, there's just other YouTubers. Mr. Silly P, FSC's in there, Daggerwin, Squad, all those guys I really enjoyed watching, and I still enjoy watching all those guys. I just took things that I thought they were doing, or maybe something that they weren't doing that I really wanted to see, and I started making the videos that I would want to watch. That's one of the biggest things. If you're doing YouTube or you want to do YouTube, make the videos that you would want to watch. And if you would want to watch them, there's a good guarantee that somebody else would as well. DJ Guy says, what do you like to do the most? Land, animals, or forest? Animals, definitely. Sarge the Kiwi Gamer says, if you had enough money for the best PC setup with all the bells, what would it be? Be honest with you, it'd probably be what I have right now. It was not a cheap PC whatsoever. It's actually linked down in the description below. I have the new Ryzen 3000 3900X, 12 core, 24 thread. I will likely be getting the 16 core 16 core 32 thread version just to have it. I don't use it. It's just for recording. That is it. I have an iMac that I use for all of my editing. I want it. It's the biggest bad boy around. So I really like that. I have a GTX 2070 Super, which is basically a 2080 normal. They have a 2080 Super, but the gains aren't as high above the 2080, so they're very relative to the 2070 Super. But again, it's one of the biggest, baddest boys you can get, at least for the consumer market, before you get into the Titan range. And 64 gigs of RAM, a really nice motherboard. I mean, I have a great PC now. I can't think of anything more that I would want, honestly. It's just a really cool rig. I also asked, is there anywhere in the world that you have been or wanting to go that you love? Mexico. Oh man, I've been to Mexico once. I had a blast. I want to go back. Bryce asks, DJ, what made you want to do mod reviews and let's plays on the side of DJing? And if you have any videos of your DJ hobby, where can I find them? So a couple of these we've already answered, so we'll answer again. We'll go into a little more depth. So what made me want to do mod reviews and let's plays? So I was looking at these YouTubers, and some did mod reviews, some did Let's Play, some just played around, and I was like, well, I want to do that. I want to do mod reviews because people want to know what's new, what's exciting, how to use stuff. Maybe there's a mod that you don't know how to use. So I jump in, I show you how to use it. Let's Plays, I feel like if you're going to play Farming Simulator, you got to play Farming Simulator. So if you're not playing Farming Simulator, then I don't feel like you should be doing anything else. And that is a very unpopular opinion, and I feel very strongly about that. If you're gonna talk about the game, play the game. If you're on the side of DJing, so that was that. And if I have any videos, DJ Hobby, I don't. The reason I don't is because most of the events that I do are pay events, so people actually have to pay to get in. And with those events comes a sense of privacy. And so I don't like to get cameras out and start taking pictures of people and that kind of thing. I feel like it invades a little bit too much privacy. And plus, where I work, people come to get away. And I don't want to show them being away to everybody because then they're not getting away. So that's just out of respect for the clients. Party Musician 532 has got a couple questions for us right here. It says, what's your real name? Mike. What do you like to see in FS21? I think I'd said before, things to do more with the soil. Maybe some things work, some things don't work. That's what I want to see. What pre-built PC would I recommend? I say recommend go to, I don't know much about pre-built PCs. What I do know is Linus Tech Tips did a series on pre-built PCs. Go to Linus Tech Tips on YouTube. And then from there, go just type in pre-built PC. You'll find everything you need to know, all the information. He's much better at it than I am. Again, I've built every PC that I use with the exception of Mac. I would say just get a Mac. Another unpopular opinion. However, Macs are not for gaming whatsoever. Don't let anyone ever tell you that they are. They're not. You play solitaire, maybe. So definitely check that out. He also asks, when will you give a studio tour? So studio tour will be coming this weekend. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about that. And tips on how to grow your channel. Here's the thing, and I said this before, make the content that you would want to watch. If you find your content cringy, pretty much everybody else is going to find it cringy as well. And I'm not saying if listening to your voice, that no one likes to listen to their own voice. I have to do it for hours a day. What you need to do is make content that you would want to watch. Look at the content that the people that you watch are making. Maybe it's myself, maybe it's Silly P, maybe it's somebody else entirely. Look at the content that they're making. Say, I like that. I think I could do that, change it up, and make it my own. Try that. Do that. Make a couple videos, upload them. If they're super cringy, people will tell you, I promise. Take the ideas and the information that they give you and their opinions, use that to your advantage, change what you're doing, and then use that just constantly, changing it up, making it better, putting everything on, and eventually you get to a point where it's all right. Ryan asks a really good question. Do you still enjoy doing YouTube, or would you rather cut back to only doing 1 to 2 videos a week? I wish I could do 1 to 2 videos every hour, to be honest with you. My goal is 3 videos a day, and when I go full time, it will likely be 3 to 4 videos a day, because I will have that time. If I've got that time, I'm working, as it were, which I'm doing YouTube. I am working. I consider this work. It's a job. Then I would say if you're not working, then you're just not showing up for work. So you got to work. You got to do your job. So you got to make some YouTube videos. But I'm not going to make a video that I'm like, hey, people will click on this, so I'm just going to make this. That is not a good reason to make a video, at least in the Farming Simulator community. There are other communities, Grand Theft Auto is a big one, where you might be able to get away with something like that. The Farming Simulator community, people will shut you down quick. So you got to make content that is not only relative to what's going on, but is good for people to watch. So don't make clickbait stuff. A lot of people have gotten in trouble for clickbaiting. Just make the content people want to see, and that kind of thing. Got off topic there, but there you go. Plowable Gore said, what inspired you to be a DJ? So it kind of just fell into my lap. When I was in high school, I was being a roadie for my grandparents' neighbor. and I was helping him out. Then I started doing some gigs for him. Then I came to college, and I didn't do any DJ work when I first came to college. And I was in college for quite a few years on and off. And I just started DJing. I was like, well, my roommate at the time was selling a set of turntables. I said, this could be a good thing. I learned how to DJ, and really learned how to DJ. Started getting gigs. I got a weekly gig, then I got a bi-weekly gig, and then I started working 3 days a week, and then 4 days a week, and then I started working 5 days a week, and then 6 days a week. And now I'm back down to 5. I had to cancel one of those gigs. But I'm down to 5 days a week now, and I have a ball. Nothing inspired me to do it. It just fell into my lap. Mr. Funnybone, one of our moderators, asks, how long have you been a DJ? And will you be doing any more stuff with PS4 on Farming Simulator? So I've been DJing again since I was about 15, 16 years old. I'm now 30, so half of my life I've been a DJ. As far as doing stuff on PS4 for Farming Simulator, the reason I do things on PC is because I can literally do anything I want. There are no constrictions. There are no restrictions. So if I can think it, I can probably do it or find a way to do it. That's why I like doing things on PC. There are no restrictions. However, on PS4, the community is greater. So PS4 and Xbox, the multiplayer community is huge. And so when I do multiplayer stuff, generally that will be on console, with the exception of a few YouTubers that you guys like, Clutch Simulations being one of them. But yes, we did start doing console stuff here. We started on Xbox, moved over to PS4, started doing stuff on both. But yeah, pretty much everything now is on PC, unfortunately. Talon has a really good question. He says, why did you choose to play Farming Simulator instead of any other game? This was something that I thought a lot about, to be honest with you. Farming Simulator is one of those that it's a tough game. It's a hard game. You really need to know everything about it if you're going to do it. So I didn't know a whole lot about cows when I started playing the game, and I had to sit down and I spent weeks learning how to feed and take care of the cows. Same thing with the pigs, and then the sheep, and then chickens. Well, chickens were easy, but and in 17 you didn't have to do anything with the chickens. They just gave you eggs. So that was the thing there. I thought about doing Minecraft. I thought about doing Forza. I thought about doing Grand Theft Auto. Those are all games that I really enjoy. But at the end of the day, I sat down and was like, you know what? I will probably grow the slowest on Farming Simulator, but we will have one of the better communities, more tight-knit community, and a really good opportunity to be recognized as a smaller channel. And now we're at 30,000 subscribers, and I was thinking that before we had one. So yeah, that's why I chose to do Farming Simulator. I thought that we could be a big fish in a little pond and be okay, I guess, with that. Plus, everybody was doing Minecraft at the time. Now it's even bigger than it was. Thanks a lot, PewDiePie. And then, of course, Grand Theft Auto at the time I thought was dying, and now it's taken back off again. So, but yeah, I just thought with those other games, people may be watching them and stuff like that, but I thought we would be able to contribute more to the community as a whole with Farming Simulator. Aaron asks us, are you going to do a series on Millennial Farmers map when it comes out? Oh, absolutely. It may be a short series, just like Welker Farms was for us. We didn't even finish it, to be honest with you, but likely we'll not be going back to it. But I would say 5 to 10 episodes, maybe, something like that. Maybe a week's worth of gameplay, just to jump in. Maybe we'll fall in love with it and we'll play it way more than that. But I think for right now, that's a safe bet to say that's going to be a big map. I just don't know when it's coming out. It's the only thing. Lane says, do I have a truck or car? And what kind? So I drive a Dodge Journey. I drive a dad van. I love that car so much. It's a little bit smaller, but I can fit all my DJ equipment in, like most everything that I would need to take to a normal event. I can fit in the car with room to spare. I love it. Great gas mileage. It is front wheel drive. It's not a rear wheel or all wheel. It is front wheel, so I get a little bit better gas mileage. But the only thing is, living in the mountains when it snows, it's real tough to get around because it is a heavy car. Racer Ryan has 3 questions for us. Says, do I plan on making YouTube a full-time job? Yes. We'll be planning on making that a full-time job, hopefully here in the next year or so. I'm going to make a decision for about December, whether it's something that I want to proceed with soon, or if we're going to wait another about year and a half before we do that, unfortunately. Says, will I play on Farming Simulator or expand if I do go full-time? We'll still be doing Farming Simulator. That's what the channel is built around. I'm not going to change it up. We may do a vlog every once in a while. but the channel itself will always be a farming simulator channel. At least this one will be. Also says, how did I first get interested in farming simulator? Again, tractors. I love tractors. I wanted to play the tractor game, which was farming simulator. And did the birds ever get out of here? They didn't. I'm real unhappy about it. Will asks us an awesome question and says, what was my favorite grade in school? It was my sophomore year, because my junior year I really messed up. But my sophomore year, I had a ball. I did really well sophomore year. I felt like I knew everything, which I didn't, but I felt like I did, so I was on top of the world. After that, probably my senior year of high school, but sophomore year, 10th grade. Of course, that's when you get your license too. It was awesome. It says, and what was my favorite game before playing Farming Simulator? It was probably a cross between Minecraft and Grand Theft Auto. I really enjoy both of them. I still play both of them on a normal basis. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto and Minecraft, two of my favorite games right there. Rebel says, will you ever like to do a meet and greet? Yes, absolutely. I've actually talked about doing something like this with friends and family. If we were going to do something like that, we would likely do it somewhere around either Charlotte or Winston-Salem, Greensboro area of North Carolina. Maybe closer to Charlotte, just so if more people wanted to come in. I don't know how big it would be. There may be 2 people or 1 person, or maybe nobody would show up. But something like that, I think in the next year or so would be a whole lot of fun. Paul asked an awesome question here. He says, hey DJ, was just wondering how connected you are with Giants, and if you have any influence with upcoming mods that they release. Love the channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate you, bro. As far as connected with Giants, not very at all. I've had very little interaction with Giants directly. Indirectly, a little bit more indirectly than directly. I used to joke around saying that I don't even think Giants know who we are. I know they know who we are, but I unfortunately just don't talk to them very often. Yep, there's that. If you guys are watching, contact me. I'd love to chat with you. Mr. T-Dog asks, would you play with the squad if you could get in touch with him? If I could get in touch with him, it would be good. The only thing would be lining up schedules. He's very busy. I'm very busy. A lot of YouTubers that do this more or less full-time, which I do this 8 hours a day, so I consider that a full-time job. Yeah, it would be a whole lot of fun to play with squad. It'd be a whole lot of fun to play with a lot of other YouTubers as well. Currently, my favorite YouTuber to play with is Mr. How am I going to forget his name? Clutch Simulation. Sorry, brother. So go check him out. He's linked down in the description below. But yeah, squad, if anybody knows him and talks to him, I'd love to play, but unfortunately, I just don't think it would happen for a while just for schedule's sake. Wyatt says, if you were a farmer, what brand of trucks, tractors, combines, and equipment would you have? What animals and crops would you raise? I would either have all Case or all John Deere, either one. I'm happy with both. I know the financing with John Deere is a little bit easier to deal with, so I would probably go that route. But if I had it my way, probably I would go with Case if I could just afford it and money was no option. And animals and crops, what I do, honestly, I'd probably do no animals in real life. A little bit more difficult to take care of than you would think. As far as crops go, we just do the normal American crops, wheat or barley. We do beans, corn, that kind of thing. Real basic. Coyote asks, hey DJ, just want to hear how the move went. Move went great. It was super easy. I planned everything out ahead of time, so I knew what we were going to do, when we were going to do it. Had everything down almost to the hour or 30-minute mark. Had some really great friends that helped me move, and it went well. I'm still not unpacked though. This room right here, this is the only room that's done. The kitchen is more or less done, but there's still a few things I need to do. Living room's a wreck. My bedroom is an absolute mess. And the guest room, I don't want to talk about it because that's where everything that I don't know where it's going to go is. So, yeah. This room right here, this is the only one that's done. Danny says, Massey or New Holland? I would have to say New Holland, just because there's more New Hollands in my area than there are Masseys. Now, there are a couple guys that have some older Masseys they drive around, but between Massey and New Holland in-game, New Holland, all the way. And number 50, who would it be? Mr. Big Daddy himself. And this is also going to be the question of the day as well. Let me know what your answer would be in the comment section below. It says, have a question for DJ. We've never discussed this privately before, but what's your personal favorite YouTube channel that's not only about Farming Simulator or real life farming? So there are a few that I watch religiously. One is super unpopular and may garner some Clash back. But I love watching Mr. Boss for the win. I think he makes good videos. They're kind of clickbaity, let's be honest. But he gets to the point, he tells you the information. He may give you the information 30 videos in a row. But he does a really good job nonetheless. Yeah, he's kind of clickbaity and he steals people's content. I don't recommend doing anything like that. But I love watching his videos. How Ridiculous. I love those guys. They're super funny. Off the Ranch or Demolition Ranch. It's a firearm channel. He has a vlog channel called Off the Ranch. Really love watching that. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, you kidding? Everybody knows who that is. Mr. Beast is the man. He's also a North Carolina native, so we've got that in common, but that's the only thing we have in common. Also, Roman Atwood, or The Atwoods as they're known now on YouTube. Love those guys. They're a whole lot of fun. Roman is a really good person. A lot of people don't like him. They think that he does this and that and shady and that kind of thing. I see everything on screen. I believe every word he says. And he is a really, really good role model. And if you guys are looking for a positive role model, go check out the Atwoods. They're great. Past that point, there's really not a whole lot of other channels that I watch. I do watch Gray Still Plays every day. I'm subscribed to a whole lot of channels, but those are kind of the ones that are just fun to watch, entertaining. Maybe they teach you something. Maybe it's just something stupid. I love all those. So those are my channels. Let me know what yours are in the comment section below. Well, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like. If you aren't, please subscribe. If there was a question that you wanted answered that I didn't answer, drop that down in the comment section below as well. Let me know what it is. I'll be happy to take a look. I'll send you a little reply. But with all that being said, thank you for joining me on this journey. We're just getting started. Hope you have a great day. We will see you later. Peace.